Can you all hear me? Hello?
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah. So in the last class, which topic were we discussing about? Search console, right? Google Search Console, correct?
Local business. Google search console.
Google Search Console, yeah. So let's quickly go to the Google Search Console. So yesterday we were understanding the importance of Google Search Console and how to set up a Google Search Console, correct? And in this class, we'll explore all the options or features of Google Search Console. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Website, right? So same way now this keyword also it is third position. You see that across various users browsing history and their interests. So on mobile phone it must be ranking in third position, and on tablets it must be ranking in first position, and on desktop it must be ranking in again second position. The average would come to 2.5. So now it is here third position, but here it is showing 2.5. Probably on the mobile phones this must be ranking in the first position or second phone, or maybe in most of the cities across the country, most of the places across the country, it must be ranking in first position and it doesn't show up for you. Okay, you got it. So now you can understand the CTR and the clicks also contributed by each of these keywords. See, look at this. In recent times, 23 clicks because of drop in position. From 11.8, 12% is CTR to 7% is CTR. CTR also has significant drop. It's directly proportional to the average position. Whenever there is a drop in average position, there will be a drop in CTR, right? So now this keyword has improved its position from third position to second position, and you could see there is a good improvement in the CTR as well, 19% to 34%. You all know what a CTR is, correct? Everyone, are you all following it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
See, if you have to manually check all of this, it's going to take a lot of time. You won't be able to understand what's happening with your website. The search console will give you, so it's loading, just hold on. So you will be very keen, your client will be very keen to understand for which all keywords your website is ranking. You see here it is showing 1559 keywords ranking on Google, but your website is actually ranking for some 30-40,000 keywords. And here Google Search Console is just providing you the sample data. So in order to get all the data, you have to connect Google Search Console with another tool called Google Analytics. Google Search Console has to be connected to Google Analytics. It's loading, just hold on. Website. Happens, we'll look into that data. So you will see a section called Search Console, and here queries. Look at the number here, 15,102 keywords. And if you check the same on Search Console, you would hardly see 1263 keywords. So it's clearly indicating that this is sample data. This is sample data. And if you want the complete data, you have to connect it with Google Analytics. On connecting, you'll start seeing all that data, right? So look at this, and I'm changing this to 250 rows now. It's the same data: queries, impressions, click-through rate, and average position, right? So you can simply click on this export, sorry, not share, download file. You will get all the data in the Excel sheet. Yeah, you see here, 1,000 or 15,000, we'll see it. So it gave you first 5,000 queries. Yeah. So one download gives you 5,000 queries. Okay. So are you all following me, everybody? You're all following me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
way, so if
From this, what we do?
sorry,
From this, what we will do? Picking up keywords.
yeah. So now client is asking you for how many keywords the website is ranking and what are their positions and to what kind of traffic each of these keywords are contributing. Okay. So you can now process this data. We'll have this processing in a different session. How do we process this data and all, we'll be discussing in a different session. So we are going to categorize this data and we are going to present. So this many keywords are ranking in the position 1 to 10 and 10 to 20, 20 to 30. We segregate the keywords by their rankings, by the category or the product they belong to, and we will be plotting the graphs. We will be providing the summary of this data. So data, using data, you can do anything that you want. Okay, we will be discussing that in the reporting section, what we do out of this data. If you're keen to know, and if you want to see all of the data in the Excel sheet instead of Google Analytics like this, scrolling every time for first 500 keywords, 5,000 keywords, yeah, you will have to do multiple downloads and everything comes onto Excel sheets. And you can handle it on the Excel sheets. Got it? So basically, you are accessing the data that which was not available. So even if you are keen to know, will you be able to understand for which one? Can you tell me for how many keywords Flipkart website ranks? and what are their average positions. It's impossible for you to tell for how many keywords Flipkart website ranks really. Maybe you can manually do a search, buy shoes online, and you can tell, or buy shirt, buy kurta, buy computer, buy laptop, buy mobile phone. You can do these kinds of terms which you know, and tell that Flipkart is ranking for those keywords or not ranking. But if you have to really understand for how many keywords your website is ranking, the best method, or the easiest, best, and the most preferable ways method is Google Search Console, and connecting it to analytics. You will get all the data. Okay, understood everyone about how to learn for which keywords your website is ranking and what is their position is. So this is super important on a daily basis. Every day you have to keep checking this. You have to understand what is happening with your average position. See, 47.6 average position to it has dropped to 48.7. This is a drop which will result in a significant loss. See, now at least 70-80 visits have dropped. For you it seems very less, 47.6 to 48.6, one position drop, and there is a significant impact in the number of clicks coming to the website. Impressions also have dropped. So you will have to plan. You will be basically understanding from this for which keywords the rankings are improving, for which keywords the rankings are dropped. For this, see, 5.5 to 4.7 is an improvement. Which keyword is that? Safe business value. So basically this helps you to understand what's happening with your keywords. Got it? Everyone, did you all get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next, URL inspection. You sense something very fishy with your web page URLs. Okay, let's assume there is some issue with this URL or web page. Okay, so what you can do is you can quickly go and submit, copy this URL and submit it here, and it will tell you if there is any problem with the URL. And also, if Google has never seen that URL, you have created that on the website today for the first time, you can submit that. You can request here that I have a new information or content on the website. Please visit the website and crawl and index it. You can submit that as well here. Okay. See, you could see so many details. HTTPS status. What is the HTTP status of the URL? Okay. View crawled page. Basically, this section helps you to study or understand the bot's experience with regard to your web page, with regard to your URL. Got it? This section is basically helping bot to basically helping you to understand how bot has seen your web page and its experiences with the web page. Correct? So if you are visiting any tourist place, you will capture the photos, right? You will capture the photos and you will understand a lot of things. And if I'm asking you how is your experience, you might say the place is very good, food is not good, the transportation is very good, people are nice. The same way, bot on seeing your web page, it has its own set of experience, understanding about this page. You could get access to the data or information, and from this you can understand or sense if things are all proper with regard to the URL, right? So you are quickly able to check the status code which we have discussed it in the while discussing the sitemaps. The status code 200, 404, 500, 301, 302, 410, different status codes, and what does that imply or mean? We have all had an in-depth discussion about it. Excuse me. If you see any issue with any of it, you will sense it here. You will be able to see it here. So this website has product snippets, breadcrumbs, FAQs, and review snippets implemented. And if any of this had issues, you would have noticed or seen those as well here. Yeah, clear. Yeah. So next is pages. This section will help you to understand the index. Is Google really showing up on the search results or not? So Google is currently serving 4,500 web pages on Google pertaining to this website called Learn and Thrive. Okay, so which used to show around 8,000 pages earlier on the Google, but it's showing only 4,000 web pages, 4,500, 4,000, some number somewhere less than 5,000 pages, which was around 8,000 earlier. So this indicates, this shows that Google has removed some of the pages from its index, from its memory, right? You all remember Google goes to internet server, crawls the website and gets a copy to Google server. And now Google is not getting the copies, or it is eliminating or removing the copies which were earlier saved on Google server. So why, what is the reason, you will be able to understand from this data here, right? So the not index would have increased. See now, if index is dropping, not index would have gone up obviously. So from always 10,000 to it has gone to 16,047. Pages with redirect 7,000. There is some issue or mistake with the URLs, probably in the internal linking somewhere. So somehow bot is seeing the URL that is ending with the slash. By default, with slash is getting redirected to an URL without slash. So we have to understand where are these kinds of URLs sitting on the server. So this is not suggested. Pages, bots are finding these kinds of pages with slash. And so the solution for this is, see, the basically the problem, we have to identify the problem. How is this happening? Okay. So this is, see, look at this. This is without slash, ending without slash. There is no slash. That's the actual URL. And ending with slash is a copy that got created out of this URL. So how is this get creating the data? If you see data here, bot is seeing them. So if bot is reading these pages, it would have got the data from somewhere else. We have to figure out from where bot has got that data. It could be from anywhere on the website. By mistakenly, developers must be creating all such links that end with slash somewhere on the server. Or maybe people must be dropping with slash, ending with slash URLs in the internal linking. Here we could see it's not like that. It is without slash only. Somewhere there is a chance that bots are crawling, but what's happening with these URLs? They're getting redirected. Now the solution is, we have to figure out from where they are linking and from where bot is able to crawl them. The redirection will remain like that only. It won't be removed. We just have to figure out how are bots reading this. Instead of bots coming to this page, and from here, instead of sending it to there again to the next page, bots can be directly sent to those original pages. So redirection will impact the crawl frequency, the crawl rate of the website and crawl frequency as well, right? So there are 500 server errors. That server is going down once in a while. Every day there are some errors reported. See, server error could be temporary. For that moment when bot has visited your website, bot must have experienced an issue crawling this URL, but later the URL must be working perfectly fine, and hence you won't see those errors now, which would have happened at earlier. Are you all getting it?
Yes, sir.
So here this issue is bot is telling that I'm able to see these pages, but there is an instruction on this page not to index. I am able to see these pages, but there is an instruction on this page that I should not index them. And hence bot is not indexing. See, bot is simply providing information that it has, and you are the right person. Digital marketer has to decide if what they have, what it is showing is correct or not correct. See, you see here, no index, no follow. We are restricting to bot not to index this page, and this is intentional. So no problem. The only problem is you have to make sure that bot's energies should not get wasted on these pages. When you already know that you don't want to index them on Google, you can simply eliminate it from your internal linking strategy, or you just break that access to the bots. So what is happening here, simply so much of energy is moved to these pages which you have already know should not be indexed, or these pages are dead or something else. You don't have to waste bots energy by moving by spreading all of the energy to these pages, unwanted pages, right? The action item here is not removing the no index tag for this website. Maybe accidentally sometimes developers implement no index tag for your valid business pages. In those cases, if you think that's accidental and all those pages are very much valid and have to be indexed on Google, you get the no index tag removed. This one. It should be index comma follow instead of no index comma no follow. It has to be index comma follow. Are you all getting it? You all are understanding it, right? So why should someone block this or remove it from the Google index? So let's say somebody React JS training course in Burn, we are getting lots of leads. We don't want leads, or we don't want this website to be shown in the Burn region. So it is showing, it is getting traffic because it is shown on Google. So I'm asking Google to remove this page, and I'm asking it by giving this instruction: meta name robots content no index comma no follow. With this instruction, Google is going to remove this web page from Google search. You want to see that?
Yes.
See, that page is not indexed on Google. React JS training, lot of other pages could be indexed. I'll remove the city name. You will see so many other URLs indexed. See, but Burn is not indexed. That particular city. So I want leads from Coimbatore. I want leads from Singapore or maybe other regions, but I don't want leads from Burn. So we have eliminated by instructing bot. Yeah, clear. So now if you come across such issue, your action item should be removing no index tag in case if that is accidentally blocking without your consent, without your decision, right? If it is intentional, you only have took the decision. The solution has to be you have to make sure that there are no internal links to this URLs, and these are also removed from the sitemaps. Clear? No internal links to this URLs, and these are also removed from the sitemaps. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
And moreover, whatever data you see is the sample data again. It's not the full data, it's just the sample data. Yeah. Not found. What is 40 not found indicates? What does this indicate? So the page is accidentally removed. You have to bring this to life. It was earlier working fine and it's now removed. So there could be some issue in the URL structure. So we have to get this fixed from the developers. These are all an issue. The status code has to go from 404 to 200. 651 such pages have been found. Duplicate with user generated canonical. See, the original URL is slash marketing. It's not all courses. Slash marketing slash SFMC certification training. You could see that here, marketing, and here this is all courses. And both the places the content is all same. In this case, Google is understanding that there are two web pages with the same information and same content, and it is marking one of them as a canonical. Duplicate without user generated canonical all courses agile. See, now these pages are marked as canonical to slash marketing pages, but it could happen the other way around as well, whereas the actual agile page is now marked canonical to slash all courses. We had discussed this canonical. If you all could remember how the canonical works, can anybody explain how this canonical tag works? What does it mean? We had discussed this in the site level SEO.
Canonical tags means say, duplicating the same link.
It's not duplicating the same page.
So same URL.
See, it is all about to avoid the duplicate, or we are informing to Google that boss, this is the child of the original page. Please ignore this child page. Do not create conflict with the parent page. So what happens is when there are two pages with the same information or content, both will start competing with each other. Both will start competing with each other, and none will perform. So in this scenario, what we tell to Google is, Google, one of them is child and another one is parent. Where on the child page, we will drop a link of parent with the canonical tag pointing to the parent. So what Google now, when you point a canonical tag to the parent page, put up on this child page, Google understands child page should not be indexed on Google. It will crawl the child page, but it will not index on Google. Got it? So it will give all the importance or energy attribution to the parent page if you are implementing the appropriate canonical tag. Clear? So example is page 1, page 2, page 3 on Flipkart website. You will see at the bottom, page 1, page 2, page 3. You explore shoes. Either you keep getting the shoes as you scroll, or it will be showing the pagination, which is called as pagination canonical. Page 1, page 2, page 3. We will be implementing pagination canonical in those scenarios. Here, if they are isolated individual separate pages, self canonical or maybe a separate canonical tag goes. Did you all understand that, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So here, what has to be done is, first of all courses page should not get created. This is a technical issue. We have to ask the developers to eliminate this URL. If they couldn't eliminate it, we have to add canonical on all courses URL pointing to slash marketing or respective category. For this, it's marketing. For this, it's agile. For some other, it will be technology. See, the solution is asking them to remove them. Or see, this was 6 months back, 6 7 months back, January 26, January 25. Recent are very few, maximum 14 URLs. You see only 14 URLs here. Of this, up to here, they're all old 4 URLs, first four, bottom 4 URLs. So you can, once you are fixed it, you can just click on validate fix. Validate fix will remove some of these issues. This will, at least this 4 will go away. At At least this 3 will go away. See, Google considers www version of the website and non-www version of the website also as duplicate. So this is www version. So we have to ask the developers, boss, do not have the www version of the website. It is always non-www version. See, there is no www here, and it is www. Google now treats these two as two different websites: www version and non-www version. Got it? So it's a complete website duplication. If you say www issue or non-www, both websites should not be available. For a lot of this, a technical team can have the fix, and they'll have this fix only when digital marketers observe all of this and notify them. Clear? Yeah. Crawled, currently not indexed. So this is Google is telling that it has crawled them, but it is not indexing them. Why is it not indexing? One of the reasons or issues could be it's of no use or value for Google. These web pages will have very low quality content, or these are not really getting crawled more often, quite often, not expected number of times. Right? So you cannot remember. See, for example, if I'm telling you a number 964656121212, the chances of you remembering is very less when if you are not repeating that number, not recalling that number, even if I'm not telling it multiple times. Correct? The moment I tell this multiple times to you, there are good chances of you remembering it. So same happens with Google as well. So if Googlebot is not crawling these web pages again and again, it will stop indexing them. It will not index them, right? So if not, the other problem could be there is no much value for these pages. There is no much information. There is no much genuine content for bots, and even in those cases, they don't index. And the fix for this is you have to give more internal links to this, or you have to make sure that these web pages are content rich web pages, has unique content. So this will have lots of content but very less number of times from birth. Leading safe training birth. Okay. Give me 1 second, everyone. Yeah. So blocked by robots.txt is 0. Discovered currently not indexed. Okay. So discovered is, so your URL will be found in the XML sitemaps, but bot is not able to really find that URL anywhere else, right? So whatever you see the URL here, let me take you through the set of URLs. See, you see all these URLs. This will be put on sitemaps. Do you all remember sitemap? Yeah, all these URLs will be on the sitemap. Bot will be able to find those URLs only from the sitemaps, but never from within the website. So bot will not find those URLs, not from here, nor from anywhere from here, right? So basically, these are the places or instances where bot passes its energy to other set of pages. Sitemaps doesn't pass the energy. Sitemaps are just like repository of URLs. So the Googlebot is able to get that repository list, but Googlebot is not really able to find those URL anywhere within the website. In those scenarios, it shows an error, discovered but currently not indexed. Discovered but not indexed. It has discovered them in the sitemap. It has discovered it. Just discovering is not enough to index. If it has to index and show on Google search results, it has to find them within the website. It has to crawl them, not discover. There is a huge difference between crawling and discovering. Discovering is it just got discovered, it just found it where it is. But it did not really crawl those URLs. And hence, it's not indexed. Clear? Everyone? Anybody has questions? So we have lot many sections to discuss on Search Console. So what we will do is we will wind it up for today and we'll continue these things in the coming class. Yeah? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. We'll wind it up for today and we'll continue in the next class. Yeah? Shall we wind it up? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you guys.